Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Marketplace Risk. Today we're looking at a progressive game, obviously, that I played last Saturday, which went pretty well, to say the least. It is on the Stockholm map, Conquest of Stockholm, or something it's called. Here we have the settings, yeah. World domination, Conquest of Stockholm. Pretty much the usual settings, progressive ranked, 60-second turn timer, balanced dice, no alliances, no fog and no blizzards, but rank only from intermediate to grandmaster, so a little bit restricted. Here we see the continents of the Stockholm map. It's not too much to talk about here. We have a couple strong continents in the center. We have some at the in the corners, which are obviously good to hold. A couple of smaller ones that are easy to take but don't give as much of a bonus. And yeah, I find in progressive in Stockholm, you kind of want to take one continent in general, and then also be in like 2 positions. So that's generally my game plan for this map. I haven't played it too much, so I could be totally wrong in my assumptions about some things, but so far I like this map. It's a pretty good map. I've been playing this in practice for the Risk Legends tournament, where we have the zombie settings, but I also wanted to play some normal progressive games on this map. So, what are we seeing? We see black is already taking this little continent right here, which gives a +3. And this is one of the continents that someone always takes, I find. In addition to this one up here. It's also a continent that in almost every game someone takes quite quickly. And now it's my turn. So I don't really have any of the easy continents. I have not really anything in the corner continents. So I go for this one in the middle, which I think is a fine play. I have most of my troops here, so it makes sense to kind of consolidate and try and take the continent. Sometimes you won't be able to take a continent on this map, but that's just how it be. I'm attacking a lot because I also want to get advantage in territory. This map has enough territory for 6 players that you can get away with holding like 12 or 15 for 1 or 2 extra units. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I will try and get this continent and then see if I have any other positions left over, which I can also pump a bit, so I'm in 2 places. But this continent for me takes priority right now. So then we have yellow. Yellow is going for this little continent. Yellow could have also considered going for this. There's not a lot of competition here, and yellow has at least some troops there. But takes out the 3 instead and gets this little continent. This continent right here, in between the 2 islands, is also a +3, which also tends to be taken quite early. And yeah, this is in a pretty good spot actually, because it's a choke point from this island to this island. These are also connected up here. But there will be a lot of fighting over this continent, usually. And having this spot right here gives you pretty good access to everything that's on this bigger island. On the other hand, if someone is holding this, then you can't really expect to hold this little island right here, because they will push right into you. But this island on the top left is kind of hard to take, because it has a lot of territories. And white is already showing aggression towards pink. So pink is probably fine with just holding this, probably doing a threat guard in the center, which is a decent play. Oh, they're doing a hard block in the back to prevent white from going in there. And they will probably try and prevent white from taking this island completely. Otherwise, white will just out-generate them and then at some point push into pink. So now I take this on turn 2. I don't really want to guard every tile, every territory here, because yeah, it's a lot of guard points. So I'm doing kind of 2 threat guard stack situation. And I basically just hope that black is cool with that. He doesn't attack me, I don't attack him, kind of thing. So yellow is stocking up here, which makes sense. And yellow should be thinking about a second position. Oh, green has moved to take this one right here. So yellow might want to go into this bottom island to just kind of be out of the way of green. Or yellow could use their bonus to just block green from taking this entirely. But if they wait too long, then it's too late. So next turn would be the last possibility for yellow to break this. But I don't think they will. They're not really incentivized to start a war with green. They should be more concerned about what white does. Black is reinforcing this little continent here. Maybe going a bit overboard. I mean, 5 stacks are not really necessary here. I think you'd rather have a second position somewhere else, even if it's just over here. The more distance you can get between your 2 positions, generally the better it is in progressive. So in a perfect world, black would have another position over here. And yeah, pink breaks white, which makes absolute sense to me. I generate a nice amount of units. And now I should be thinking about taking another position. I will reinforce here a little bit. And I think I move this over there. Yeah, and I open up another stack. Just to be harder to kill. And even if someone breaks me here, I am mostly fine. So the problem is this threat guard right here is that I can't reach this. So if someone breaks me, this cannot counter. But I am feeling pretty comfortable that no one will really attack me. So this continent in general is kind of hard to guard. That's why I'm not trying too hard. Because then I would just do something like black or yellow or pink. Having like multiple smaller stacks. But having many smaller stacks is just not a good aggressive position. I always try to be in a position where I can kill stuff, so I want to have few but big stacks. Okay, and I think we see black expanding a little bit. Still don't think that's the best play. I mean, you get another continent. But now we are pretty much only in one position. These are basically connected. This is also basically connected. You get a +5, which is pretty good. But there's also no telling if you will be allowed to hold it. Usually people will break your second continent. But yeah. So pink. Pink has successfully destroyed white's game, it seems. I don't even... Oh yeah, white opened another position here. Which makes sense, because now you're spread out. You're still kind of an easy target for pink. Pink can reach this and that. So pink right now is white's greatest enemy. I guess also yellow. And now I just continue on my merry way. I will reinforce this probably and reinforce that. Get this into a position where I'll be able to strike. Probably one of these. So I have access to all of this. Or not, yeah. So I'm not really guarding my continent. And I don't really think I have to, because no one has really shown any aggression except for pink. And pink is far away. And at this point, I'm already ahead in units. So I got this bonus for as long as I really needed it. So even if I get broken now, I'm not too concerned. And I'd rather have one aggressive position, or two rather, to get me some kills. And we see everyone is kind of expanding still. Green is in a very formidable position right now. Holding 2 continents. But also only really in one position. These are all quite small and easily run over. So even if this gets broken, I still have 2 positions, so I can't really be killed easily. So even in the worst case scenario, I'm still in good shape. And as long as I get to keep this, I am in excellent shape. black keeps expanding further. And now black is really only in one position, which is not a spot where you want to be in, really. On some maps, it's okay to be in one spot. Like, I think the Younger Scrolls or Conwy Castle are like okay maps when you only have one positions. But Stockholm really has some choke points between the islands where you can get behind another player and make them kill guard you in some sense. So right now this position is behind pink and behind yellow. So for instance, it would be next to impossible for black to kill this and kill this. And same with green. And pink is very far away from this. So my only real threat would be yellow. But yellow seems pretty weak right now. So overall, I think I'm in the best position right here. Even if I don't hold the greatest bonuses. Okay. By the way, yellow is Rubenstock, and I'm wondering if that's the same Rubenstock that plays Age of Empires. That would be a big coincidence. Okay, yellow. What do you do? Probably take back your thing up here. I don't even know why white thought this was a good idea to attack this. Is white already a bot? I don't really know. Maybe they already bought it out. And this now is a nice aggressive stack. It can punch white here and over there. Can also punch pink. Pink is also only in one position. Everything's connected. And green just keeps taking territory. And now green is in the leading position. No one's really stopping them. I could break like this, but then green would just break my own continent. And yeah, since green could reach me, but there's still this territory right here that's blocking this 18. And as long as this doesn't come over, I still feel pretty safe. And I think black is taking yet another continent. It's a very passive game right up to this point. White is already very weak, so it wouldn't be surprising to see a kill on white very soon. Even though we didn't even have the first match, but that's just the power of the continents. White decided. Oh yeah, white is the bot now. Now I saw there were no arrows, so white already left the game. Should really show you something, whether or not this player is still in the game. If you're allied with them, then it shows you a message. But if you're not allied, then yeah. Okay, so I'm stopping now because this is where shit got real. pink just destroyed this entire white position. So what everyone should be able to see is I'm next in the turn order, so I can take out white and get 3 cards. I'm already... And I'm like, oh my wa mo, shindiru. Nani? And I kill white, obviously. But I get another match. And yellow is also quite weak already. So I go and kill yellow as well. And yellow really didn't do anything wrong here. They just were in the wrong spot at the wrong time. So that's simple. But now I get yet another match. And now pink is right there. And ready to be exterminated. So I also kill pink. And that is why you don't feed kills. Because pink didn't only feed white to me, but also himself. So there was a bit of a pathing error by me. I could have done this without the split here. So now I get yet another match. But I can't kill black or green. I did fire all my shots, so to speak, so I put all my stuff in this position. Because this is the position with the best access, and it also blocks this island. So if they'd want to break this, they'd have to go through here, which is possible, but it is a little bit more difficult, maybe. I mean, I also could have put it here. This may have actually been the better position. So what now should happen, since I have 5 cards in hand and the most troops on the board, green and black should just hit me everywhere. Otherwise, I just win the game. And I think black hits me to some degree, but also not as much as they should. And green didn't really hit me at all, so... But I guess green also knows that black is the easier target. So they don't really have to do anything, and if they're just content with taking second place. And black is attacking green for some reason. You should have put some units here and then break this, I guess, but yeah. So now I get yet another match. I pretty much took all the matches this game. And now I kill black. The pathing here is a little bit difficult. But I can work it out. It's not perfect, but it works. And yet I get yet another match. How many matches would you want? Yes. And now I just slam all I have into green. Break the bonuses. And that should be pretty much the game. So the lesson we learn here is that feeding is bad. Even when you're on the first round of matches. Feeding your opponent the kill is usually a very, very bad idea. Because Pink thought they were in a good position holding all of this. And White dies, whatever. But all these cards that I gained made it so that Pink didn't even live to see the next turn. So now Green is breaking everything as they should. Green can only hope that I don't have a match on 4 and they have a match on 4, which doesn't happen. So yeah, this is just where I win. So everything worked out better than expected. That was a super fast game. I think that was like 6 turns. One of the faster games that I played. And these were the players. Oh, Ruben Stock is even a Grandmaster, jeez. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something. Hope you now see why you don't kill feed. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Leave a like and comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.